It is Monday, the final Monday of July 27th, 2026. I'm Dan Ramey, and that right there, scratching himself and waving, is Aaron Glandon.
Yes.
Good thing you're scratching yourself there, right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just got a little...
You do get those little itches every once in a while. It's like, do I touch my face or not? Yes, go ahead. I'm trying to remember... We had Rainey Yoakum in when he was the public information officer for the Ross County Health District. And this would have been, he had written a story, or a book actually, about the 1918 influenza breakout that, so many thousands of people died during that. And so he had brought up, I think he said it was something like, we touch our face either 1,400 times a day or 14,000 times a day, just not realizing it.
It's a lot of times.
That is a lot of times. And you wonder how things spread. Well, how much do you touch with your hands? And then, you kind of do this, or you're always, I don't know who sat down and studied that, but 1,400 is a lot of times.
I think if you do it once every 10 minutes, that's 1,440. That's probably the figure.
Yeah, and who knows when you're sleeping. If you touch your face when you're sleeping?
Right. Well, if you're awake for 12 out of 24 hours, you only have to touch your face once every 5 minutes at that number.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
Which probably happens.
Very nice. Quick math. Pretty good.
I think I knew that figure in my head. I just had to find it.
Yeah. Were you a quick math guy in your days at Adena?
No, I'm not. My dad is a math person. Mm-hmm. And my sister got the math brain. Gotcha. I did not get the math brain. Yeah. I don't like math.
My dad had a fix-it brain, and my mother had the creative brain. I got the creative side. Dan Jr. got the mechanical side. My brothers got the mechanical side. Can't explain it.
My dad has a math brain. My mom has a science brain, and I got the science brain.
Not to leave my sister out, but my sister is a very creative person as well. And unfortunately, she has grabbed onto AI, and it just it frustrates me at times because when she puts together pictures of we siblings, she always looks best because she's AI enhanced herself. Stop it. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get a look at our forecast for you, news. We had a lot of things happen over the weekend we wanted to review. We've got some things coming up this week we'll take a preview of, and we'll also look at sports as well. And this date in history. Here is that forecast. We're looking at sunshine most of the day today. Our temperatures will be in the mid-80s today as well as tomorrow. But we do have a chance of rain this evening that will probably come about towards the evening hours, around 5 to 8 p.m. And then tomorrow we're running into a 70% chance of shower activity. So we'll cross our fingers on that because there's a lot of stuff going on outdoors, like the Pike County Fair. We'll touch on that coming your way here shortly. Back at it with sun for Wednesday and Thursday this week as well. So it should be a good week for the fair that's going on. And I was talking last night, I was getting one of my lemon shakers. I was parched. I had walked down to where the school buses are for the bus derby. We'll show you that. I had walked all the way to the hog barn and worked my way back up through. And, here at the Ross County Fair, we don't have a hill. Pike County has a hill.
They got a hill. Yes,
and I had to climb up that hill. And by the time I got back to the grandstand, because I had like an hour and a half between the ceremonies for the 4-H awards and everything, and then the parade of the 4-H clubs. So I thought, well, this hour and a half, I'll just walk and do. Man, when I got back
You're sweating.
to the midway, I was parched. And so I stopped over and lemon shaker guy who played football at Payne Valley. Don't ask me his name. And he's shaking it up for me, gives it to me. It was fantastic. It hit the spot right where it needed to hit.
There you go.
Yes.
There's your official endorsement. Go get a lemon shake up at the Pike County Fair.
The guy I got mine from was there by the grandstand, approximately 40 yards away from the grandstand. because at that time I was measuring my steps the rest of the day. All right. Man, where did that come from? Coming up, a look at news. We've got big news in Pike County. Details next. First, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor when it comes to being comfortable indoors and making sure it's dry indoors where it's supposed to be dry and not wet. Well, you need to reach out to Accurate. When you click on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, it's littermedia.com. It takes you to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Now it's time for news, and you can find what we're going to talk about on littermedia.com as well as our social media sites.
And the lead story you may have to kind of search for because we're not rewriting the story. But you were part of that story back in
March.
Last spring?
It was March, yes.
Okay.
And I'll tell you about that right now.
Yes.
Down in Piketon, we'll get to the fair momentarily, but according to the Reuters report published by the Columbus Dispatch over the weekend, tech company NVIDIA is in talks to commit to a $250 billion investment in the proposed data center at the former Portsmouth gaseous diffusion site just south of Piketon. Last spring, the U.S. Department of Energy, alongside the U.S. Department of Commerce, announced a unique public-private partnership with SoftBank and AEP Ohio to redevelop Department of Energy land, modernize energy infrastructure, and develop advanced computing in southern Ohio. As part of the partnership, SB Energy, which is a SoftBank Group company, is planning to build a 10-gigawatt new power generator, including 9.2 gigawatts of natural gas generation that will connect to the local power grid and provide power to a new 10-gigawatt data center development at the Portsmouth site in Pike County, Ohio, at no cost to American families.
We all like hearing those words, at no cost to American families.
Those are good words.
But also the proposed tax monies and everything that will come in, the money generated to Pike County for its school districts and the employment of people and everything. That's all fantastic news for that region that has suffered for a number of years with unemployment and poverty in that area. The Pike County Fair got underway last night in Piketon. You can see the 4-H Awards presentations and the crowning of these folks, royalty, in the Reels section of our Facebook page. There you see in the blue dress is Juliana Leslie Dalton. She is the 2026 Pike County Fair Queen. She's the daughter of Megan Leslie and a 2025 graduate of Piketon High School. Juliana is currently an Ohio University student working toward her Bachelor of Science in Nursing, wanting to pursue a career in pediatric nursing. I caught up with her after the 4-H award ceremonies yesterday.
Congratulations. You were part of this last year on the court, but now you're the queen. You've had a few minutes to think about this. What sort of things do you want to see done at the fair this year?
I want to see done, so the reason why I ran this year is because I had a lot on my heart from last year. I want to create a fund for kids that don't have a lot so they can do 4-H, so make it kind of like a scholarship. So they go around to schools. We'll start with rabbits and chickens and hopefully eventually have enough money for them to do whatever they want. So that way they have an opportunity to do it like all of us do.
What was it like to hear your name called? I know you had that experience last year, but when you heard the first runner-up mentioned, that left you standing there all by yourself, knowing you're the queen.
It was definitely emotional because I didn't think I would get it, but it's awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Tell us where you go to school and what the future holds for you.
So I graduated in 2025 from Piketon High School. I am currently a freshman at Ohio University studying my bachelor's of nursing.
Very nice. Congratulations and enjoy. You had a first round of getting your picture taken with all the trophy winners and everything, but you'll see her at the sale and all sorts of places this week, right?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching here on Litter Media.
Juliana's court consists of first attendant Mackenzie Wiseman, the daughter of Derek and Mariah Wiseman. She's a graduate of Waverly City Schools and incoming freshman at Murray State University. Second attendant is Abigail Grace Penn. She's the one in the red dress there. And she is the daughter of Kyle and Nikki Penn. She's a senior at Pike County Career and Technology Center. And the Pike County Fair King you see on the far left there, that is Landon Williams, the son of Sarah Irwin and Tyler Williams. He's a graduate of Waverly High School and is currently attending The Ohio State University. Now, the winners of this year's fruit pie contest earned just over $7,000 at auction, with 100% of the proceeds going to the Pike County 4-H Scholarship Fund. The Buchanan Buccaneers Strawberry Crunch earned more than $4,000 as the first place prize.
Strawberry Crunch sounds like a good pie.
It looked pretty good too. And I had my camera on an extended monopod, and the kids were up on the stage, and I walked up to them. I said, "Let me see those pies." So a couple of them were boxed, but they had a window on it. So I put the camera up there so you can go through and see all that on the Facebook Live feed that we did.
All right.
Now, when I was writing the script last night, I typed in, "You'll find a recap of most of the 4-H awards on littermedia.com, but I've not been able to add the story to the website." So sometime today, we hope that you'll be able to find that. And there are 76 other awards that were handed out, which you can watch in the video on the live stream on our Facebook page.
Yes, you can. And coming up tonight at the Pike County Fair, it's Country Music Night with Joe Nichols headlining the night. Also on stage will be Hunter Jordan, Conway Turley, and Seth Overly beginning at 6:30 p.m.
You almost want to say Twitty when you say Conway.
I know. I was tripping me up there. $15 admission pass gets you into the concert and the fair. $33 VIP passes for the concert are also available. You can find links to both in the news feed on our Facebook page. Just type in Litter Media on Facebook.
And today the 4-H show is at 2 p.m. The horse pulls are at 6 p.m. And the horse pulls are those big draft horses. And they'll be pulling, kind of like a tractor pull, only with horses. So that should be a lot of fun. The annual school bus derby is tomorrow night at the grandstand. And I had the opportunity to walk down and see 4 of the proposed 5 buses. I did not see an entry for Waverly.
That one's upside down.
Yeah, this has me concerned if this bus ends up on its top. But the cleverness of the kids from the Pike County Career Technology Center, and look at that well-timed ad right there on the screen as well. But I went through and I took a look at the wonder of the ideas, the imagination the kids put this together.
That's cool. I like that.
This is the Piketon Red Streaks bus.
They kind of made a dragon out of it.
Yeah, it looks mean. And this is the Western High School bus. Notice they are protecting their driver.
Yeah.
West LA, the Lady Indians basketball team took care of decorating that. And this one is the Eastern bus. And I like this scheme.
Yeah.
I'd like to see this as maybe something you'd see on the bus that carries the football and basketball teams around.
That'd be cool. It won't
Isn't
be
that
this
nice?
bus probably.
Yeah, I'm doubtful that it'll be this bus. But one of the buses, I can't remember which one it was. Was it I think the CTC bus has a target on the bumper. So it's like, come get me.
My favorite so far is still last year, West LA did the West LA Express.
Right.
And they dressed it up to look like a train. And
Yeah.
that was really cool.
was neat.
That's my favorite so far.
Yeah. And this black, you look at it from a distance and it just looks black. As I got up close to it in the sun hitting it, there is a metallic look to it. I mean, it's got sparkles in it and everything.
I like
too.
that gold grill on the front.
Yeah. And there you have the red streaks. And someone commented during the Facebook Live, what, no Waverly? I don't have the explanation as to why there's not a Waverly entry. At least a Waverly entry that's sitting out with these other four buses.
Right.
But it's our understanding that there will be a Waverly entry. I've not talked to any Fair Board members to find out exactly yes or no on that. So, but we have been given permission to live stream the school bus derby tomorrow night. That I'm looking forward to.
Yes.
I have. We may even try and do some play-by-play. I talked with Wes Davis yesterday, and I asked him. I said, "Are you going to be emceeing everything again?" He says, "Yes, I will." And he's like, we can put you guys up in the booth. You can shoot the camera from there, and you can hook into the microphone feed if you like. And then I got to thinking, well, we've got headsets. Might just do play-by-play. So we'll see what we can come up with.
All right.
Tomorrow night. So if you, when they first did this, they estimated 7,000 people were there to watch the school bus derby.
It's a good time, and you should come out.
Yeah, you've been there. In previous years, it's been on a Wednesday night, so I've had church duties, and I wasn't able to be there. But it's on a Tuesday, so I get to be there, and I can't wait to see it. Yeah.
When they catch fire, that's when it gets exciting.
That's when when things get scary.
Over the weekend, the Night of Champions turned out to be a great night celebrating the athletes of Ross County's Special Olympics team and raising money for their upcoming events. Those supporting this event raised a whopping $15,000, which will go a long way to preparing for the 2027 Special Olympics Summer Games, which will be held in Cleveland next year.
See a lot of familiar faces. That's the back of Dan DeGarmo right there, as he was one of the auctioneers for everything going on. And, of course, you probably recognize Caitlin. There's Robin Burno. There's the back of Layla Halm, and there she is, along with Dion and Caitlin, two of the Special Olympians. And this bunch right here is the power team. They were the ones who did all the weightlifting and everything, too. So, great night. And remember how happy Layla was when she got all the auction items and we were sharing them on the show?
I don't remember when she
big
came
night.
in for her first interview. She told us a goal that they had in mind, and
I think she was shooting
feel
for
like
10 grand.
they shattered that goal that she said. I feel like.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So congratulations to Ross County Special Olympics.
Very nice, yes. Also over the weekend, the new graffiti art wall is open in Yoctangee Park near the beach volleyball courts and the new skate park just east of the swimming pool. Thanks to our pal, councilman and photographer Gunnar Barnes, he captured the moment. I saw a post by fellow councilman Richard McQuirt stating that Chillicothe police officer Matt Shipley and his son Landon raised the money to fund this wall. The city had approved the wall in Yoctangee Park, but didn't finance the project. So being a dream of the Shipleys, they worked to raise the money on their own. So kudos to Matt along with Landon. And there you see Matt with Gunner and, forgive me, I cannot remember the gentleman's name, who is big on graffiti art. And so look at that stuff.
Yeah, that's very
We went
cool.
through a lot of spray cans.
I think we need to go paint a paint a buffalo on there.
Ooh, wouldn't that be cool?
Or a bison.
Maybe we should have someone do it for us. Because
I think we should set up a camera and we should do it, and then we should release the video.
I got a feeling it would look like some of the cave drawings you might see
Yes.
the cavemen did.
Absolutely. If you missed it over the weekend, the new Adena Athletic Director, David Mack, gave us a look at the new Warrior Wellness Center next to Bostic Field. The public got to view the new center during an open house on Friday and on Saturday, and here are some photos. We're seeing the outside of it. Looks like bathrooms here. And now the locker room. Let me tell you, I looked through all these photos. If the locker rooms and the weight rooms looked like this when I went to school,
You'd have still played football.
that would have been great.
Did you?
But they're here now, and that's what matters.
If you've never been in the old locker room, which you and I have both been there, it is cramped.
Yes.
Or I should say was cramped, because I don't think it is. It still there? I've not been out to Frankfurt to see.
No, I don't know if it's still there.
Okay, but all this is at Bostic Field, and so you got to get out there and say hey to mom and dad. And
I know. Look, that walking track looks real nice, and those basketball courts.
David Mack is the wellness director, from what I understand, too. So David was the boys' tennis coach at Circleville High School last year, and he was hired to replace Paul Thomas as the athletic director and the wellness center director. So maybe he can give us a walkthrough. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be pretty cool.
A reminder from the JC Golf Course, Chillicothe today. The course is hosting the Southern Ohio FCA Youth Golf Tournament today. They had a great night with more than 100 kids at the golf clinic last night at the JC's, and they teed off this morning for the tournament. And was that this morning you were out there?
No, I'm heading out there right after this.
Okay, after this.
Yes.
All right.
I'm hoping to talk to Brian Grigsby and with maybe a participant in the tournament.
Oh, that'd be cool.
And then I'll share that on the show tomorrow with you guys.
Very nice.
If you missed it over the weekend, also this weekend, the St. Peter's Church spire was returned to its proper place atop the church. And here's a video of exactly that you're seeing right now. The spire had been removed a few months ago for needed repairs, and crews returned it on Friday.
Thanks to our buddy Mike Haller for the video of that, so that we could see that placed. And
have you watched this?
I have, and I watched some other videos some folks had posted as well, and one was before it was even connected to the crane. It was lying there in the parking lot, and before they attached it to the crane, and the father was there, and he was praying a blessing over it and then sprinkling water along the spire as well, and then they hoisted it up and put it right on top of the St. Peter's Church. So right back on top of the cathedral there.
We're sitting a little ways away from the screen, but they're doing this so carefully, it looks like the crane's barely moving.
Yeah.
I mean, they go so slow, and you got to be so careful and cautious about it.
And I don't know how tall the spire is. I'm going to guess, just from the way it looked on the ground in the video that I had seen, I'm guessing it's close to 20, 25 feet. Maybe even 30. I don't know. Perhaps someone who attends St. Peter's Church might have heard it at Mass yesterday or Saturday. Maybe somebody told them.
Maybe.
So, and if Mike Haller's watching right now, certainly you can mention in the comments. The Huntington Huntsman girls basketball program has made a plea to the community to consider supporting the Mullet family as they recover from a devastating house fire. The Mullet children are students at Huntington. One is a freshman, the other is in the 7th grade. And Michelle McGill and Brian Smith are accepting gift card and monetary donations for the family. There's also a Venmo to donate directly to Jennifer Mullet. You can use at Jennifer-Mullet-1 on Venmo, or you can scan the QR code that's here on this graphic on the screen. Huntington Township, like many townships, are very close-knit, and when this hits close to home, people rally, and they help each other out. So if you can help, please do so. All right, that's a look at news. Coming up in a moment, a look at sports.
Yes.
We've got some good news all the way around in some respect. Well, I guess 2/3 of the news is good for the local teams we're going to talk about. Details next. The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health. We tailor coverage that fits your world with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service. Local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
Whenever I first applied for the Archways opportunity, do I have to pay this back? Do I have to do that? Like, is it a loan? And it's not. It's a scholarship. A goal of mine is to graduate college debt-free. If you're a crew member, you get $2,500 a year, and if you're a manager, you get $3,000. And especially if you're going locally to college, like to the branch or something like that, it's really helpful.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Now time for sports.
And we start with our Chillicothe Paints. Paints win! But they split their doubleheader with Lafayette yesterday at VA Memorial Stadium. Paints dropped the opener 8-5, then edged the Aviators in the nightcap 4-3. The Paints remain in first place of the Prospect League Northeast Division with 4 regular season games remaining. Where has the season gone? Now, longtime Paints fans, you remember when the season used to be a Frontier League season? We had a much longer season. The season started in the middle of May, I think it was, and stretched all the way up to September. But now it just comes and goes so quickly. But if you're following an off day today for the Chillicothe Paints, they'll travel to Champion City over in Springfield tomorrow and then return home after another off day this Wednesday. They will host Lafayette again Thursday and Friday. And Champion City will be here on Saturday for those final 3 games of the regular season. They'll all be at home. And they hold a 1.5 game lead on Kokomo for a spot in the playoffs. And should they reach the playoffs, they I don't think they would host either of the first 2 games. Because when they went to this new format a few years ago, there is a 1-game divisional playoff, and then there is a 1-game conference championship game, and then there is the best of 3 for the Prospect League championship. So I believe because Lafayette won the first half of the season, should Chillicothe win the second half, they would have to travel to Lafayette for that game. And if they defeat Lafayette in that game, then in the conference championship, I believe either Danville or Clinton have a better record, and I think they would host that game. So the next possibility for you to see the Paints after this week would be if they make it to the championship series in the Prospect League. And I think they would host the first game.
Okay.
If I've got all that correct, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, somebody that might be watching and you know better. But I think the magic number is 2. I think it's at 2 right now.
Sometimes sports are complicated.
They are, especially baseball.
And it's important to navigate that together on Litter Media Live.
Precisely.
The Reds took an extra inning but held on for a 5-3 win over the Cardinals in St. Louis to take the series over the weekend. It's back to Cincinnati tonight for the start of a 3-game set with Cleveland. And speaking of Cleveland,
yes,
what did they do?
The Guardians head into this set having lost their last 5 games. They were swept by the Rays in Tampa over the weekend, shut out in their games Saturday and Sunday. Cleveland is 2.5 games back of AL Central leading Chicago. Didn't they used to be the worst team in baseball? And now the White Sox are leading the division. The last place Reds are 6 games under 500, and they're 16.5 games back of Milwaukee. It's going to take a miracle for them to reach the postseason, I believe. I think they're 5 games back in the wild card in the National League. But still, you think they're 6 games under 500 at this time of the year.
Yeah.
Now, granted, it would be nice to see them at 500 this time of the year.
Right, that would be
because that
nice.
might give them a shot at reaching the playoffs.
Right.
But, yeah, we'll see how that goes.
So the Guardians looking to get right. The Reds looking to keep some momentum here.
Yes.
We'll see how that goes.
I would like to see that happen. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's this date in history and our national days for today.
Yes, we will. But first, we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, reliable people. LitterPropane.com.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Mark came to the Adena Orthopedic and Spine Institute in severe arm pain from a degenerative disc. Minimally invasive spinal surgery got him back to what matters most. At Adena, we do what we love, so you can too.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Now time for this date in history.
I forgot to get the image to you. 1940 was the year, and Bugs Bunny, Warner Brothers cartoon character created by Tex Avery and Bob Givens for the Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies series, debuts and
Melodies.
Did I say something other than
You
that?
said medleys.
Melodies series debuts in A Wild Hare. And you can see that he looks a little different than he used to. I mean, it does now. But that was the 1940s version. My neck is not really as skinny as the 40s. That's the big problem with that, I think.
The eyes look right, though, and that's kind of the main difference.
And his hands were off a little bit, too.
Yeah.
So,
although this wasn't the first ever appearance of Bugs Bunny, did you know this?
Did not know that.
I think this is really the third appearance of Bugs Bunny in a Warner Brothers cartoon, but he's the closest to the Bugs we know, and so it's counted as the official debut.
Gotcha.
Because in his first 2 appearances, he was wearing like yellow gloves, and he wasn't acting like Bugs Bunny, but it was still a rabbit character.
Gotcha.
That was the precursor to what we would eventually know as Bugs Bunny.
My favorite Bugs was the 1950s Bugs. And they started drawing more in the 60s, early 70s, I think. and I didn't care too much for that one. He seemed a little snooty, I thought. But the 1950s version where duck season, rabbit season, that bunch was fun. Anything with he and Yosemite Sam was hilarious. And like Milton Berle, Bugs Bunny would dress up and drag to, fool people, such as Yosemite Sam and Elmer Fudd.
I told you before you came in, I watched this cartoon because I was looking at the script and I watched this. He kisses Elmer Fudd twice in this one.
Is that right?
Everything we know about Bugs Bunny is right here. He brings him in and then screams in his ear. Yeah. I love when he does that.
Yeah. Daffy Duck made transition too. He's always been a selfish person, but back when they did a lot with Daffy and Porky Pig together, I didn't like that Daffy Duck. He just seemed like he was off his rocker. I mean, bouncing from lily pad to lily pad to lily pad and his wild laughter. The one I liked was, again, back to duck season, rabbit season.
Daffy and Bugs are a great rivalry.
Yes. And Daffy with the Tasmanian Devil. I can't remember the episode's name, but it's hilarious. I just enjoy that Daffy Duck.
My all-time favorite Daffy cartoon is the one where Bugs is the animator and he's messing with him.
Yeah.
That one's good.
And
how about some colors, stupid?
You did notice over here who's standing up there on the shelf next to the legend of the Los Angeles Dodgers?
Yeah.
It is Daffy Duck. And that Daffy Duck that's over there used to be in Duck Rogers' costume. They had a little costume on top of him, but I didn't like the Duck Rogers part, so I can't go over and get him and bring him to you. Sorry.
That's okay. I know what.
Maybe another time.
We all know what Daffy Duck
looks
like. Today is also Creme Brulee Day. Never had creme brulee. Korean War Veterans Armistice Day.
This is the day that the war in Korea ended.
Which my grandfather fought in, Grandpa Ivan.
And you can find the Korean War Memorial available at Veterans Park here in Chillicothe.
That's true. Love is Kind Day.
Oh.
New Jersey Day. And Scotch Day.
Is this the first, the birth of New Jersey?
Probably when it became a state. I think that's usually the trend.
Yeah.
We have some love is kind affirmations. Repeat after me, Dan.
Okay.
I am worthy and deserve to be treated with kindness.
I am worthy to, what was the rest of it?
I am worthy and deserve to be treated with kindness.
And deserve to be treated with kindness, yes.
I deserve to be heard, and what I have to say is important.
Okay.
This is important for the viewers watching this show.
It is, yes. Because everybody wants to be heard, right?
Yes.
Because everybody's got a belly button. Everybody's got an opinion about something.
If Dan won't repeat after me, I want you guys to. I have the right to be my true and authentic self, even if I do not fit in. I deserve to be surrounded by kind, loving, and supportive people, unlike Dan Ramey. I choose to spread love and positivity to those around me. Hashtag Love is Kind Day.
Which is, if you are a Christian believer, you have God living in you through the Holy Spirit, and you are to, God is love, right?
Right.
And you need to spread that and share that as well. Plus, we're all supposed to be a peculiar people. So we should have love in our hearts.
Yes.
Yes. Remember, God loves you. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with what's happening tomorrow. And that is you doing the show by yourself.
I was wondering where you were going. I was like, Dan, we're wrapping the show up. There's nothing after this.
I somehow have to squeeze some vacation time into the schedule. So I'm going to take a couple of days here and there. I think over the next 3 weeks. Because football season's starting, and then it's all over, all hands off. So you'll see me hit and miss here and there, but Aaron will be manning the program a few times this week solo.
Including tomorrow. So we appreciate that. So take a good look at him. You won't see him till maybe Thursday.
Or if you join us at the Pike County Fair tomorrow night.
That's true.
For the school bus derby.
Good point.
Because we plan to be there. even on a vacation day. That's it for the program. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. We'll see you soon with another edition of Litter Media Live.